What is going on, YouTube, and what's going on to all the savvy investors out there? Welcome to last 10 minutes of trading, guys. You know we do this Monday through Friday. The last 10 minutes of the trading day. Now, first stock I'm going to talk to you guys about really quickly. Just pulling up the live chat. Okay, guys, let's kick it off. First stock I want to take a look at real quick is, let's look at Irnt. Let's check Irnt's estimated borrow fee. Isn't showing right now. Let's take a look at TMC's, the metals company. 44% on the estimated borrow fee for TMC. Smash that thumbs button on your way in, guys. It really does help a lot. Okay, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way in. Let's take a look here at, let's see what Ater is doing before the close. Ater is currently under the VWAP. Let's see what SDC is doing really quickly. SDC looks as though it can be closing on a red note. Like I said in yesterday's video, guys, ATER does have a better chance today to outperform SDC. I said that in yesterday's video, and if you did take that advice, guys, you made the right choice. As you can see here, SDC started moving up right away in the pre-market with a nice gains we see here during the beginning of the day. But if we take a look here at the analysis, looking here, guys, we see the order flow distribution, and we do see some selling pressure as far as the large scale level as well as the small scale level as well as the medium. But why are we up? Due to the fact that, guys, we were already in an uptrend coming into the trading day, and that order flow distribution is not affected by the pre-market buying. So with that being said, if we look here back at the order flow distribution, guys, the pre-market large scale, small and medium numbers aren't in here whatsoever, guys, because they don't count that. So if that was the case, if we did have those numbers in here, guys, the large, that we would see buying pressure on the number side. Now looking here at the key statistics for today, we do see some large amounts of value pouring into SDC today. I mean Ater today. My boy Obi, my boy Dr. Pumpus wants to. Okay, guys, I'm reading the super chats now. The Collective Gaming, okay, Collective Gaming, shout out to you for that super chat. We will talk about RWLK. Again, shout out to you for that super chat. It really does help us out on the channel. And Dr. Pumpus said, Obi, wishing everyone a beautiful day. Hope everyone is happy and safe. Can you please take a look at HEPA and AYTU? Thanks as always. I got you, Doc. Let's take care of the Collective Gaming here really quickly. Okay, let's check it out. RWLK. Okay. Now this stock is seeing huge buying pressure on it. Low value, average low value we see here. Less than $500,000 is the average value. We see a very high turnover rate, but not too high, seeing as though that this stock is closing, can be closing at a peak. That turnover rate should be higher, okay, which gives me a key thought that this thing isn't going to give back the gains that it saw. Let's take a look here at the order flow distribution. We do see that's large scale, surpassing the inflow. If we look at the total numbers across the board, it does tell us selling pressure, but we see that small outperforming. Now, guys, looking here at this stock was just pushing right in the aftermarket. Soon the aftermarket came, this stock started seeing buying pressure. When the pre-market came, this stock even saw more buying pressure, guys. Now, looking at this order flow distribution, we do see the outflow surpassing the inflow, but that does not tell us that this thing saw overall selling pressure due to the fact that most of this buying pressure did come in the pre-market. Okay, so with that being said, those inflow numbers isn't on here. Okay, but looking here back at the chart, guys, looking here back at the chart, we do see this thing can very well be closing at a peak, and if this closes at a peak, guys, this can turn into a multi-day run. This is the time I would be locking in some of those gains, though, collective gaming. If you're in this play, you should be locking in some gains before the aftermarket. Okay. Now, Dr. Pumpus wants us to talk about HEPA. Now, this pharmaceuticals company, guys, looking here at this day chart first, as you can see here, HEPA is in a downtrend. We're starting to see some stagnant trading. We're coming towards those levels, and once this thing starts to trade stagnantly, this thing is going to start either cooking up some buying or selling pressure for a massive breakthrough or breakdown. Now, the way that this thing is in a downtrend right now, guys, I do believe it can come down further in price. I'm talking about levels around $1.40 here pretty soon. Now, if it can bounce off that $1.40, this stock is going to start back running towards those levels of $1.85. Okay, 52-week high being $1.69. I mean, $3.69. Volume was extremely low today. As you can see, not even half of its average value. If you take a look here at the order flow distribution for it, guys. And don't forget, guys, if you are watching this video, can you please hit that thumbs up on your way in? It really does go a long way. Now, looking here at the order flow distribution, we do see that this thing is showing selling pressure on the medium and small scale. More predominantly that small scale. That gap is very concerning. That is why I do believe HEPA can come down further in price, guys. The selling pressure is there. Okay, the selling pressure is already there, and my huge concern is that it's on the retail investor side. Now, the next stock Dr. Pumpus wants us to take a look at, guys, and that is AYTU. Now, this stock is in what we call a falling wedge day after day. This thing is just dropping, not building any support levels on the way. Oh, nice super. What is that? A super sticker? Janike just sent us $10, guys. That really does help, Janine. It really tells me that you guys appreciate what I do here. This is hard work, guys. I do have to keep this schedule. I try to meet you guys here every day at 2:50, and I'm going to keep that schedule for you guys so we can see how these stocks close. Okay, so I can teach you guys how to determine whether it is going to be buying pressure the next day or selling pressure. And again, thank you, Janine. It really does help us here on the channel, and it does keep me going. Now, if you want us to talk about any ticker, Janine, you still have the chance to drop that in here, please. Thanks. I really appreciate that, Janique. I really do. Now, let's get back to. Okay, Janique wants BROS. We will talk about that here pretty soon. Let's finish up our boy Dr. Pumpus, which wants to take a look at AYTU. And like I was saying here, AYTU is in a falling wedge. And as you can see here from this peak, which is the top of this hill we see here, guys, $8.48 and reaching a barrel bottom, $2.83. Okay, so a $1.01 drop, which started the 3rd of this month, guys. Okay, so this thing dropped a whole dollar this month. But now, when you see a stock like this, that doesn't mean it isn't any money to be made in it. You just have to know when to buy it and sell it. And in this situation, Dr. Pumpus, I do not recommend grabbing any of these shares just yet. You want to find the bottom. As you can see here, we started to see some stagnant trading and we broke down. Okay, so just keep your eyes out on it. It is going to give you an opportunity to make a quick flip once it finds the floor. And when it finds the floor, guys, this thing should bounce. Just looking at this huge wedge, this thing should bounce off that floor of levels like around 15 to 20% gain soon it finds the floor. So make sure you're on top of your game, Dr. Pumpus, when it comes to AYTU. Now, shout out Janie once again, and she wants to speak about, shout out for that super chat, Janie. It really does help. I can't stress that enough. Okay. She wants to talk about BROS. The Dutch brothers. All right. The Dutch brothers. As you can see here, guys, the Dutch brothers haven't been trading on this thing for too long. As you can see here, IPO day was $32.42 was the low, and we currently saw a high so far of $62. So if you guys bought this IPO, you did the right thing. If you guys bought this stock at the IPO, flood that comment section. Let me know what's going on. No Machiavelli. We will talk about Ater again, of course. You know, we will talk about Noro. All right, but back to bros, guys. Looking at this stock, it has just been moving up since the IPO date. Let's take a look here at today's movement as far as chart action. Let's see if we see any institutional pullouts, or we see some pullouts towards the end of the day, which wasn't ideal for them. Looking here, the institutions don't make the right move all the time, by the way, guys. They're human just like us. But as you can see here, this stock started to sell off right before the open. Right before the open. As you can see here, this thing started to come down. Boom. And then when the open hit, this thing started to downtrend. And like I tell you guys all the time, when a stock is trending during the pre or after market hours, please do not chase it. Wait and see how the market reacts to the opening price. And as you can see here, it showed us some selling motion, which you guys would have been able to buy the bottom during the trading day if you would have waited and got a better cost average than you would have if you would have bought in the pre and after market hours. And as you can see here, the way this stock was trading today, it was just straight buying pressure across the board. But if we look here at the analysis, now keep in mind, guys, this thing did have buying pressure on it before the day opened. And we see this large scale order in the last 5 days surpassing the outflow by a lot. This stock is loading up on the large scale orders, particularly in the inflow, which is telling us this thing can push up in price for a big run. We see the small outperforming the outflow as well, which is a key indicator that the retail investor is buying up shares as well at these prices. But we see a low volume compared to the average. Not too concerning, guys. We're looking here at that turnover rate, 27.41 is very, very ideal. Okay. All right. No institutional holdings in this stock. Well, they're not going to report that. They only can report that every quarter. But all in all, Bros is moving well. Okay. Bros is moving very, very good. Janie, if you ask me, though, if you take a look here at the day chart, I'm expecting this thing to continue to move overall, but we're going to see a cool down pretty soon. Now, you want to see those cool downs due to the fact that it is building support levels for you on the way up, Janine. All right. So with that being said, thanks again for that super chat. It really does help the channel. Now, Amanda, welcome, Amanda. I knew you were going to be here. Thanks a lot for that super chat. It really does help, Amanda, more than you guys think. And not only that, guys, the super chats allow me to see your ticker right away. So that is why they are getting their ticker spoken about, because it doesn't go unseen. Okay. Now, any stock Amanda wants to talk about. She wants to talk about any. All in all, though, like I was saying, though, Janique, goodbye on this stock. Any stock. Now, guys, any did see some gain today. Thanks again, Jenny. Jenny just sent us a thank you sticker. You are awesome. That really does help, guys. It really does help. Now, as you can see here, any stock, guys, like I preach to you all the time. Not preach, like I teach to you all the time, because we here to teach and not preach, guys. That any is still in a good position, guys. As you can see here, look at this pattern. Even though that today we do see a red candle due to the fact that this thing opened higher than what we closed it at, guys, we still opened on a green note. So with that being said, any is following this pattern that we see here. As you can see here, guys, overall it goes down, back up, down, back up, down, and it is somewhat going upward just on a drawback day. Now, like I was telling you guys, any did make a very good corporate decision by raising that money when we hit 11.98. That was the most smart thing they could have done due to the fact that they didn't have to reach and they didn't have to go into debt to secure those 60K mining rigs. Now, that was a very good corporate play. In fact, guys, it dropped the price for us to grab some of these shares at a discount. Not only that, guys, it is putting any in position to make a very good run in the long term, guys. So if you're still holding your any stock, I would hold off on selling that until we hear the 60K mining rigs has touched down. And if you ask me, guys, any stock is more of a investment rather than a trade. But looking here at the value, it was undervalued today. Okay, close to a third undervalued. More than a third undervalued. But if we look here at the analysis, guys, the order flow distribution, as you can see here, the inflow is showing us some buying pressure on the stock. Now, if we take a look here at the 1 minute chart, this stock was in an uptrend at first, and the outflow picked up a lot throughout the day. Now, that is what carried any stock down and washed out some of those gains, Amanda. But looking at this VWAP, we did punch through it, which is a good sign, a very good, healthy sign. Anytime a stock trades under the VWAP all day is a very bad sign that this thing can fall, continue to fall, okay, in a slow downtrend. You do not want that, okay. We got 47 people in here watching this, guys, and we got 84 people watching this, guys, and only got 47 thumbs up. Can you guys change those numbers around and smash that like button? Rush the like button, guys. Let's push that all the way up as far as we can, okay? Now, back to any stock. Yeah, so seeing that this thing punched above VWAP is a very good sign, guys. I do believe this thing will see another green day tomorrow. Looking here at that turnover rate is very ideal. And it all is looking well for any stock. Currently under the VWAP. And we closed under it. So, nice slow day for any is a okay day for me. Now, CEI. CEI is another stock that did see a very good buying opportunity yesterday, guys. Like I was telling you, yesterday was the time to be hopping in CEI if you don't have your feet wet just yet. And to see And I have been warning people that any CEI was going to see a cool down, and to see that that cool down is being brought upon us during that market drawback was very, very ideal for CEI shareholders, due to the fact that, guys, we built support levels on a market drawback. Okay, this wasn't the actual stock being sold by retail investors or anything of the such. In fact, guys, people were buying those shares, but it was more institutional pullouts than it was retail investors buying it, which is a good sign that we built some support without a actual company cool down, which is very awesome, guys. So it makes me more comfortable with holding these shares. It makes me more comfortable to say that we are going to be challenging that 52-week high in CEI. Now, looking here at the key indicators for today, as you can see here, CEI was much above the average volume today. Volume coming in at 86.52 million, with the average being 61.72 million, guys. Looking there at that turnover rate is quite concerning, but not too much as long as we didn't go over the 100. And like I was telling you guys, the order flow distribution for CEI is going to show us some large scale buying, of course, but we see a lot of large scale outflow. We do see buying pressure across the stock, okay, which was the opposite yesterday. We did see some selling pressure on it, but now we're starting to see some buying pressure on all three levels. A lot of the market did bounce back today, okay, and I expect the CEI to at least hold some more of those gains, but see that it drew back more than expected is I'm not concerned about that, due to the fact that this thing was expected to see a cool off. So the type of cool off we're seeing here is making me even more bullish on CEI. Okay. Now, the next stock I want to talk to you guys about, we'll take a look at SDC, guys. I told a lot of you guys in yesterday's video that ATER was going to outperform SDC today. I even told you guys that I sold 80% of my shares in yesterday pre-market. Okay, guys, so you, with just knowing that, I would have instantly put some money, locked in some of my SDC gains, and put it in ATER, guys. I mean, I can't physically say that due to legal reasons, but all the signs was there. But looking here though, guys, looking at the small, we do see the outflow outperforming it, as well as the medium. We don't see any large scale movement here in SDC, which isn't to my surprise. They wanted to see how the small and the medium guy reacts to the share prices. And as you can see here, guys, SDC started to see some green on the trading day. We did push past. We did see levels around $6.74 during the trading day, guys. So with that being said, hitting that high on today's trading, we was in the green. Now, what happened? That order flow distribution picked up. As far as the medium and small, guys, they would draw this price down. Seeing as though the volume was close to 3 times its average, guys, we know that was mostly selling going on here. A low turnover rate, but that free float is still in our favor here. Guys, we got 91 people watching, and then we only have 68 people that hit that thumbs up. Come on, guys, let's push this thing past 100 likes very quickly, because I know 32 people didn't hit that thumbs up. So if you're one of the 32 that didn't, guys, just smash that like button. Let's push this thing past 100. Okay, my boy Raymond Fisher just sent us $5 on a super chat. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond, for that $5. It really does help, man. It really does help. And like you said, keep it up. Those super chats really does keep me going, guys. It's like my coffee. It's like my ego booster, guys. You guys let me know that you appreciate me a lot just by sending a super chat. And if it's any ticker that you want to talk about, Raymond, you still have a chance to drop that down in the live chat, and we can talk about it. But all in all, guys, SDC. I knew this was going to happen. like for instance, like I told you guys yesterday, Ater was going to outperform it, which is a huge indicator to sell and buy Ater. But I left 80% due to the fact that I do want to hear the Rev report on what's going. I do want to hear the Q4 Rev report, so I left the 20 in there. My boy Paywall, illiterate. Paywall illiterate. Can you look at SGOCO? I bought in a drawback at $6.90, thinking about bringing my average price down. Thanks. I will look into that for you right now, Paywall. Now, shout out to Paywall, guys. He just sent us another. We just got another super chat, guys, from Paywall. Paywall, that really does help. Not only that, guys, like I said, it keeps me going. And shout out to you, Raymond. I really does love that sticker. Keep it up. Now, stock that Paywall wants to talk about is SGOC. We'll see. We'll get back to Ater here in a second, guys. SGOC has saw a very good buying day here today. We see that volume not is what we would like to see here. On a 20% gain, we would love to have saw that average was higher. Okay, the volume is higher than the average, but looking here at these order flow distributions, we don't see any movement whatsoever in the large scale. Okay, the retail investor was buying this by the mass today. As you can see here, surpassing that small, guys. But what is very interesting, we do not see any large scale orders here in the last 5 days, which may push this price up. Now, Paywall, you said you got the $6.90. You bought that on the drawback. Let me look here at the day chart for you. Let's take a look here at the day chart. I think you may be able to hold off to levels until at least 690. All right, you're good. You're good at 690, okay? Because we're going to be approaching levels around $7.90 here. But thinking about bringing my average price down, thanks. The gap between $6.90 and what we're currently sitting at with this type of buying pressure, I don't think it's time to average down just yet. You want to keep that option open just in case if it goes down further, you will be able to seize that opportunity and take more advantage of that dip. Okay, guys, like I say, if your dip isn't significant enough, guys, you're just wasting your time and dry powder due to the fact that the way that this stock is moving, it can pick you up back. It can pick you up pretty quickly, meaning it can get to that $6.90 by tomorrow. Okay, so being in at $6.90 and seeing that it's only 40% drop 40-cent drop doesn't make it a appealing dip buying situation for me. All right, so with that being said, I do believe we will see you on the rise here pretty soon. Like I was saying, guys, this stock here on the day chart, we see some stagnant movement, but this thing has broken through. So let's continue to see tomorrow what SGOC shows us, because looking here at this order flow distribution, it gives us a very good indicator that the retail investor is going to continue to buy these shares, and especially at $7.78, it tells us that the retail investor is willing to pay today's high prices. So with that being said, you're in a good place. I wouldn't average down just yet. Give it some time. Okay. Let's look here. Let's look here back at Ater really quick. No, let's take a look at Ocgn. Ocgn did make the major buy alert, guys. I hope you guys did not sleep on that play. Now, the day that the major buy alert came out was the day that the market had a drawback. My boy Chris West just sent us a super chat. What's up, TTM? I just want to say I appreciate you. First of all, can you please go over BBIG for me, please, and thank you. Sure will, Chris. I got you. We will jump back to Ocgn right after we answers Chris question. And Chris, to see that you are part of TTM, man, that is sweet. How are you loving the Discord? Do you love the environment? Is the stock picks accurate or what? Because I know a lot of people are skeptical of joining Discords, but guys, our Discord does give you a major advantage in the market. In fact, you can talk to me directly any given time. Not only that, guys, we have other accurate alerts and other analysts that can give you option plays, crypto plays, you name it, guys. We are all across the board. Now, my boy wants to talk about BBIG. BBIG. Looking here at BBIG, guys, we do see high value, high turnover rate. Not in my favor. That range percentage 2363. So that kind of changes all the bad on that. Let's look here at the order flow distribution really quick. Let's see what really went on. I just got a Discord message, guys. Someone wants to know, do you think AMC will bounce back after hitting $29 levels? Of course. Of course. Now, looking here at BBIG, guys, as you can see here, we do see some selling pressure. Okay, we do see some selling pressure, guys, on that small. Even though that this large is outpassing the inflow, if we look at the medium and the small, we do see selling pressure over it. We do see selling pressure, okay? Now, the gap between the large did save BBIG from really falling even further in price. Now, my concern numbers for BBIG is if we break through the resistance. If we break through the support, guys, support levels are showing us some nice support around $6 and no, I'm sorry, guys. We're showing support levels around $4.97. So if we break those type of levels, even though that is a huge gap from where we are sitting now, guys, the way when BBIG ran up, it wasn't building support levels on its way up, is the reason why that gap is wide. Now we're starting to find support levels on the way down, guys. And as you can see here, day after day, we do see that large scale on the inflow picking up, of course. As you can see here, the 5th, the 16th, and today, but we see that small surpassing day after day, guys, which is my concern here in BBIG and that turnover rate. Okay, so my suggestion that anyone that is looking at BBIG, I will hold off on buying the stock and averaging down, okay, because I do believe it can go down further. I do believe BBIG can go down further in price, just being honest here, guys. My boy just got another super chat, guys. So if you're waiting on any of those other tickers, I'm sorry about that. The super chats are coming in and we have to handle the super chats first. So with that being said, my boy Azar wants to talk about KPLT. Thanks for that super chat, Azar. It really does help. Okay. KPLT averaged down for $7.08. Okay, let's see. Let's check out KPLT for this guy. He wants to know, should he be averaging down at $7.08 in KPLT? Yes, in this situation, in your personal situation, you should average down. Okay, guys, everybody's situation is different. And Azar's situation, he has a cost average of $7.08. And with a cost average that high, I'm looking here at the chart. Last time we came across levels like that was the 14th. With a cost average that high, guys, and the price that we are sitting at now, I do suggest to him to average down. Yes, Azar, this is time to be averaging down, because if we look here at the support resistance line, we're still close towards that resistance, and it is a very good chance we can break it. But you want to seize this opportunity now and average down, okay? For sure. You want to average down for sure right now. 708, and we're currently sitting at 559. Yeah, that's ideal. That is ideal to be averaging down, because like I was showing you here, we look here at the order flow distribution on this thing. Looking here at the order flow distribution on here, this is why I was telling you guys anytime we don't see any movement whatsoever in the last 5 days, and when a large scale order do come into play, it does push the stock down. But as you can see here, we do see some selling on the small as well as the large. Now guys, looking here at this day chart, we are seeing some nice support levels, but we're going to be challenging the support of $5.46. Okay, we did punch through that today, but we bounced through it. So if we can touch those levels again and bounce off of it, it does give us a key indicator that that is support here. And if that is the support, this will be the time to be averaging down, my friend. So yes, Azar, this is the time to be averaging down on that KPLT position you have. Raymond Fisher wants to talk about Raymond Fisher wants GVO. Got you, Raymond. Okay, guys, now let me just give you a backstory on GVO. GVO is one of the companies that has zero emitting biofuel. And what stands them apart from the competition, guys, is that, okay, We Are the Energy from Canada just sent us a super chat. Wants to talk about Ater, and will it consolidate tomorrow? We will talk about that after we run down GVO. But like I was telling you guys, GVO is a company that has zero emitting biofuel, and what sets them apart from the competition is they have jet fuel, zero emitting jet fuel. Okay, guys, no one else has that, and we do see that this country's administration is trying to push a clean energy mandate. And with that being said, the first place they're going to go look for is airplanes. Okay, guys, they want to get those things flying on green energy. And with that being said, by them, the only company able to offer this product, guys, they are going to be the front runner. Now, they already have some contracts with the U.S. government so far, but we're going to see these big airlines like American Airlines, Delta, Spirit, all these airlines is going to be working out a deal with GVO so they can get a tax break for using the clean energy. Okay, now once that mandate is fully pushed, GVO is going to see huge recognition across the board. But as you can see here, 52-week high being $15.57, and we're currently sitting at $6.26 now. GVO will be breaking that 52-week high once this thing get up and running. And like I was telling you guys, GVO is a investment and not a trade, guys. Prepare to put your money in GVO and set it there for a while. Do not expect to wake up rich on this play the next day. That is not how it works here in GVO whatsoever. Now, looking here at what has been going on. Hello, Sherry. Sherry said, hello, can you analyze the stock ticker RMED? Yes, Sherry, we have your back. And just sit tight with me, Sherry, because we have one person ahead of you, and that is Are We the Energy. He wants to speak about Ater, so we will speak about Ater. Now, GVO, like I was saying, guys, seeing as what is going on with GVO, we do see buying across the board, okay, on all three levels, which tells us something, okay? GVO is going to start pushing up in price, guys, here pretty soon. If we take a look here at the day chart and zoom out, as you can see here, we've been on GVO's track for a while, but as you can see here, we hit that $15.57, and now we're currently sitting much below that, guys. So with that being said, this isn't the early seat, but if you grab the stock now, guys, you can sit back for a easy seat due to the fact that this thing is going to start picking up when that mandate comes across. This isn't a short squeeze target or anything like that. In fact, guys, this stock has a very good balance sheet, and it does trade off its fundamentals. So with that being said, be smart, be wise, and don't look past this play. Now, We Are the Energy wants to speak about Ater really quickly. We'll take a flash look back at ATER. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, Ater is going to outperform SDC today, and it did that. Now, we got 98 people watching, guys, and I know for a fact 8 of you people that are watching, it's 8 viewers out there that did not hit that thumbs up on the way in here, guys. So please, can you rush that like thumbs up for me really quickly and smash the like button? Let's get it over 120. Let's get over 120 likes really quickly. Now, back to the topic at hand, guys. Ater, as you can see here, I was telling you guys that this was going to happen, but if we look here at the 1 minute chart, Ater was much higher than this during the day. Okay, Ater did see a pullback from that 1406 high, closing at $13 even. Now, that isn't all bad, guys. This is the type of action we saw here yesterday. As you can see here, huge uptrend. Then it gave it out towards the end of the day. Now, today's high was higher than yesterday's high. Like I was telling you guys in yesterday's video, I do believe ATER will surpass yesterday's high. And that is exactly what we did here, guys. So do not miss today's rundown video, because I'm going to be giving you some good insight on tomorrow's play. So do not miss the rundowns videos, guys. They really do give out some key buying and selling points. Now, look, just zooming out, guys, we do see the institutional exits here coming into just coordinating this. As you can see here, which tried to cause some selling pressure, guys, but it did cause some retail investors to buy up the stock at that shoot down. Looking here at the order flow distribution from Ater, as you can see here, guys, we do see some outflow in the large, them institutional pullouts. But if we look here at the inflow, guys, we do see that thing surpassing it, except on that outflow, but very, very close, very, very close, and the medium, guys. But if it wasn't for those two, Ater could have still closed above 20% today. Now, I'm not mad about that. In fact, guys, the way that Ater closed is giving me some very, very good signs that we are building support. Like I do this on every graph, guys. When we talk about Ater, this thing is finna start moving in this motion, guys. If you've been watching me, guys, you know what I've been saying about this. This thing is starting to form a cup. So we're going to start challenging levels around that $19.10 here pretty soon. And no, I do not think Ater will consolidate tomorrow. I do think we will see some green movement. Now, Sherry Baker wants to talk about RMED. Again, Sherry, shout out to you for that super chat. Again, guys, if you want your ticker to be read in an orderly fashion, and you want to get it heard and spoke about right away, all you have to do is send a super chat. It pops up across the screen. Everyone can see it, and so can I. Okay. Now, let's take a look here at these thumbs up. 102, guys. Come on, man. I know you guys got it better than that. Smash that like button, guys, on your way in here. Don't forget. Don't forget it. Smash that like button on your way in here. But let's take a look here. RMED. I'm looking here at RMED, guys. Let's see. This thing has just been... Now, this is the tight trading I be talking about, guys, when it's moving stagnant. Of course, we see some up days, but we see some down days, retracting from its gains back and forth. That's what we call stagnant movement. But when we see stagnant movement, guys, the stock is either about to break through or break down. And in this case, it did break through on today's trading. Now, the real question is, will it continue to break through and start a uptrend? Now, if we take a look here at the analysis, the analysis is showing us selling pressure on the large scale. Now, looking there at the small scale, guys, we do see that inflow surpassing the outflow, which isn't to my surprise. That is something that I knew could happen here on a stock that has breaking through. That tends to be that small guy. Once we're trading sideways, they tend to kick it off. Now, moving forward, though, guys, looking at this large scale orders in the last 5 days, if a inflow decides to come out that's at least twice the size as this outflow, so if a large scale inflow comes into the stock twice the size of this outflow, then this stock will be on its next leg up. But it has to happen tomorrow, okay, to shift the buying and selling pressure situation here. We do have to see that large scale order pick up in an extreme way here tomorrow, guys. Now let's get back to OCGN really quickly. OCGN, like I was telling you guys, this was a major buy alert, and to see that this thing retracted not too much when I called it on the market drawback, guys, had me feeling pretty good, because we called this thing over the weekend major buy alert. If we go back to yesterday's trading, right away at the bell, this thing started to pick up in price, and then it started to retract due to the whole market pull down. Now, that gave me a very good feeling about the major buy alert, guys, and towards the end, it picked up as well. Now we see this drop off in the pre-market, the same drop off that we saw the pre-market here the day before. Okay, we saw a drop here the day before in that pre-market, guys. So seeing that it dropped here and it picked up, okay, it picked up, guys, as you can see here, huge buying pressure right at bell here, guys. We see this drop here, and it just picked up right at the bell, guys. Trading along the VWAP. Trading along the VWAP here, and then it just dropped down. We see the same situation here, but it jumps up in the pre-market here, guys. Now, seeing that it jumped up in the pre-market, we were pretty sure that the opening price was going to show us some selling motion, and that is exactly what it did, guys. We actually hit a bottom on today's trading at $7.43. And it picked up. Should I buy Ater at the bell then? Energy just sent us another $5. Okay, thanks for the super chat. Again, should you buy Ater at the bell? Let's take a look at Ater really quickly. And we're gonna get back to Ater. Should you buy Ater at the bell? Let's see what Ater's doing. No, it's safe to buy Ater at. It's safe to buy Ater in the pre and after market hours. Predominantly right now would be safe to buy it. Okay, I suggest buying it now due to the fact it's not in an uptrend, so it's most likely we will not open in a selling motion. But like I was saying, yes, thanks again, ATE. Yeah, I wouldn't buy Ater at the bell due to the fact that it's not trending. So it's a very good chance right at the bell this thing can start shooting up in price. Wouldn't wait for the bell due to the fact that it's not trending. Anytime these stocks trend right at the bell, they tend to give us a selling price. It tends to go down, so we tend to get a good average cost on waiting for the bell. But in this case, you got the green light right now, energy. Now, let's get back to OCGN, because I know a lot of you guys bought that on the major buy alert. OCGN, major buy alert. As you can see here, guys, we still starting to see that type of buying pressure that was deflated during yesterday's pullback in the markets. Okay, now OCGN, as you can see here, India-based partner includes COVID vaccine trials for children. And you can pull it up for you. And they got the report. So as you can see here, the company said that the data analysis from 1,000 volunteers is ongoing. It will submit the data by next week to the drugs controller General of India. So that the news that we were hoping to hear this week is most likely going to come out next week, but do not take that out as a bad thing, guys, because by us getting our seat early, we do not have to worry about buying the stock at a high price where the news is already baked into the price, and when the news come out, we just see a sell-off and we are stuck holding the bag. In this situation, guys, buying it early gives us the opportunity to sell the news. Okay, we don't want to grab this thing when the news come out and people are selling it. By us buying it before the news, we have the opportunity to sell the news and make that quick cash. Because like I tell you guys all the time, we're about making easy money on easy plays. And if your main objective isn't to make money in the stock market, well, you came to the wrong place, guys, because we're trying to make money across the board, and we're going to start shorting stocks here pretty soon. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that and make money on the way down in the shorting world. All right, because it is millions of dollars to be made in shorting stocks, guys. Okay, I broke it down to a science. So once we start doing that, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be excited for that. If it runs up right at 9:30, I will be sad. Yeah, I know. So yeah, I already know about that. So, guys, the next stock I want to talk to you guys about, since we're checking out Ocgn really quickly, easy money for easy plays. So that's why you got to get that early seat, guys. Early seat for the easy plays, but yeah, though, guys, that news is somewhat chill. Let's take a look here at AMC. Let's see what's going on in AMC, guys. I know a lot of people get offended when I talk about this stock. Guys, I only keep it real, no shield. And to be honest with you, looking here at AMC, guys, we called it. Another red day was going to be here on AMC. A lot of people are saying once the mass comes, AMC is going to jump up in price or something like that, guys. People has been saying that all day long. All right. So, with that being said, what AMC is going on with AMC, guys, I got a few questions. I'm glad I got a crowd. Is it how many AMC shareholders are out there? I just want to know. Time for the dislikes. You already know, Black Nicholson. I sold my AMC, and I'm glad I did. And usually he gets on me about this, but guys, I got a few questions to anyone that is holding AMC shares. Do you believe that you are being sold synthetic shares? Can you please answer that question for me in the live stream? If you are a AMC shareholder, do you believe that hedge funds are selling you synthetic shares? Can you please answer that? So do you guys honestly think that the hedge funds are selling you synthetic shares? If you're an AMC shareholder, can you please tell me if you believe that the selling of the synthetic shares from the hedge funds are true or false? Answer that one for me, guys. And that goes out to anyone that is holding AMC shares, because I am seeing a lot of people say AMC, the hedge funds of AMC is selling synthetic shares. I think so because it's more shares than it's available. Absolutely not. Now, Alex, I got a question for you. If the shares are synthetic and it's coming from the hedge funds, do you guys realize that you are giving the hedge funds 100% of that capital? Now, it would have been different if they would have had to pay for it, but you're giving them, it'd have been different if they had paid for the share and then sold it to you and making a difference on it. But if these shares are fake and they didn't pay anything to acquire them, they are keeping 100% of that capital, and people are aware of that. So why are you doing it? I got another question for AMC shareholders. Don't you find it strange that the media tells us how much money Marvin Capital loses, but never tells us how much money this company is making on the side in other plays and other companies that they are shorting? It's a reason why they're not telling us that, guys, is because they don't want us to know exactly what we are up against. Period, point blank. Okay, guys. Now, a lot of people are saying, now I had a question for people, and it was, if all these shares are said to be fake, and people are saying so many shares are fake, I added up the numbers, guys, and Marvin Capital can't even afford to return all the shares that they borrowed. If these dark pool numbers are true, and if all the FUD that has been coming out on these borrowed share numbers was true, then, guys, they can't afford to buy back all the shares. And a lot of people are saying that a insurance company, some magical insurance company, is going to swoop in and pay for it all. Now, guys, AMC isn't a stock that is in behind a closed door, nor is it under a rock. So everyone is aware of what is going on, including the allegations of these hedge funds. So, with that being said, if these insurance companies are responsible to pick up the slack, why haven't they blown the whistle yet? Put it this way, if you go into an antique store and they tell you, if your kid breaks anything, you are responsible to pay for it, are you going to let little Johnny just break everything? No, you're not. You're going to step in and you're going to blow the whistle, guys. Now, that is a real reason. Those questions right there can't be answered. Because if they answer it, it's going to be short naked. I mean, that's what I heard. See, that is what a lot of people are saying, that is what they heard. But get this, guys, the SEC, people in the SEC are paid to take down companies. If anyone could have, come on, man, somebody want to look what, oh my God, somebody would have became the SEC's hero by now. Guys, come on, man, it's it's Harvard graduates from law school that is buying AMC shares, that sees the FUD, and they can't even come up with a case. It's no case, guys. A lot of this stuff is being manipulated, and a lot of people isn't understanding who is actually being manipulated right now, guys. A lot of people are following these YouTubers that speak on AMC, but you guys don't want to realize that the YouTubers are speaking on AMC due to the fact that it pays them. They get better numbers if you talk good on AMC. For instance, someone commented in my comment section and said, do this guy know his channel will grow like wildfire if he promotes AMC more in a good way? I'm not here to do that, guys. I'm not here to trick people into buying a security only for my benefit of the channel to grow. No, that's not me, guys. I'm here to actually teach you to be a better trader, identify certain trading strategies. Not only that, guys, if you want to buy AMC, go right ahead. But, man, it's looking ugly, guys. It's looking ugly. They saying Marvin is hurting, but at the same time, guys, Marvin does have bull positions in companies. They do have stakes in companies. They do make money. They're not just losing. They're making money. And for instance, all this FUD about institutions are trading ton of AMC shares, stocks on the dark pool. Why are they hiding their transactions, guys? Because they are selling this thing. They are selling it to the hedge funds right out. In case you guys did not know that, that's obvious. That in case you guys did not know, if I go to the lender, okay, that's why these institutions are hiding this from us. when institutions, for instance, let's go look at these institution holdings, guys. I just been doing some DD, guys, and a lot of you guys don't want to accept the fact that a conspiracy is going on, but a lot of people don't want to believe that the government can be against you in this. The reason why I believe that the SEC is setting us up, guys, is because they haven't given us all the warnings about this. They have been telling us AMC is not a good investment. In fact, AMC, do not invest into it. It's high risk. Why have they been giving out all these warnings? Why? So when it hits the fan, they can say, oh, you made a bad investment. We told you not to do it. Now, when it's time for Marvin to supposedly return all these fake shares, and he can't, the SEC backed them up. The SEC actually covered their asses by saying and warning us multiple times ever since February. That's their scapegoat. Okay, you see what happened with the Kabul thing, guys. If the American government can do something like that, you honestly think they want backdoor us just to save from going into inflation? Come on, guys. This is bigger than that. It's bigger than just the stock market. I hope you guys are aware of that. Obviously, it's bigger than the stock market. So do not get caught up in the hopes. Do not get caught up in your money into one security, hoping that it will short squeeze, because you will get squeezed for your money. Okay, this is what we call a lemon play. This is a lemon. Why? Because it's only squeezing your pockets. Now, hold on, Joseph. We did get a KPLT. Is KPLT in the play? I bought at $7. Lucas, we haven't forgot about you. I just got on this AMC rant really quickly, and I'm gonna get back to my boy. My boy is from PLN. If any of you guys know what PLN is, let me know what country that is. But just join. Any ideas on IRNT for tomorrow based on today's action and the last spike at 4 p.m.? Okay, guys, it is looking as though. Let me tell you about IRNT. IRNT. Okay, well, hold on. Let's get to KPLT really quick. You got to get to KPLT. I got carried away on that AMC, guys. Let's get back to KPLT. KPLT. Now, KPLT, we do see some selling going on at KPLT. What is your average cost here at KPLT? He said it. My boy Lucas says he bought in at $7 on KPLT, which couldn't been today or the day before. Luke, when did you buy this KPLT share? Let's see. So with that being said, you could have bought it anywhere between. So I'm gonna guess you bought it on the runner day. I'm gonna guess you bought it on the 14th. KPLT is still in play. It's not over with. Of course, we're going to see some drawbacks. We're going to see a cool down, guys. KPLT isn't over with. Okay? Isn't over with, Lucas. Looking there at that low turnover rate gives me a good feeling that this stock is about to bounce back pretty fast. Even though it did bounce back in the beginning of the day, guys. It did have a bounce back. Okay? If we look here at the chart, as you can see here, this thing did jump in price right here. Okay? So with that jump in price, we did see this thing see some nice hot price action, and it was up, but it started to downtrend, just like a few other stocks did today. So with that being said, KPLT is still in play, and at $7, we're currently sitting at $5.60. And you personally, I will average down a little bit. Get your average cost down to $6.50. Okay, just average down to $6.50. Oh, Poland. We got somebody from Poland here. My boy, Joe want to talk about IRNT. 14 million. They spent that for. Let me go see. I haven't been checking it out, but 4 o'clock. They spent 4 million. Yeah, I see a little spike. See a little spike. How many shares was that? 443 million. That was all buying. Nah, it couldn't have been all buying, but let's take a look here at the analysis for you. Now you're seeing my ideas on IRNT goes as follows though. Looking here at the day chart, let's just go look at the day chart. Looking here at the day chart, though, Irnt is in a good swing cycle. I mean, it gives us good opportunities to buy at a high and sell at a low every day. So we're going to see the value, okay? We're going to see the day traders flocking to this stock. We're going to see turnover rates picking up. We're going to see people flocking to Irnt. Not only that, guys, the estimated borrow fee is outrageous here. Okay, they did take it down here in Webull due to the fact that it's aftermarket hours and they have to update it. High estimated borrow fee, guys. Yesterday's it was over 1,000. Okay, now we know they didn't return any shares yesterday. Let me see. We know they didn't return any shares yesterday, guys. So we're just waiting on them to return it. And like I said, if IRT just trade sideways for quite some time, let's say this thing trades sideways for about a week, this thing, the hedge funds will be likely to return the shares due to the fact that it's no volatility going on and they do not get they don't have any leverage to borrow back some shares at a high price due to the fact that we're somewhat consolidating in some sideways trading. So they really do hate that. Now, guys, we are 26 thumbs up away from 150 likes on this video. Can you please send that thumbs up? It really does help. Like I was saying, though, man, IRNT is still the play. You just got to know when to buy and when to sell, guys. When to buy and when to sell. Worst case, I lost weed money. Funny. But thanks again, Joseph, for that super chat. And yeah, man, I do think we will spike again. $47 though. $47.50 we will. Hopefully IRNT slow creeps to those levels. We do not want to shoot right up to those levels because as you can see here, guys, shooting up to those levels, we didn't build any support on the way up. So that is why we are in a drop right now, trying to find our footing on this support. Now, guys, like I was saying, if you want your ticker to be spoken about right away, please drop a super chat. It makes it goes unnoticed, guys, and I see it right away. So you see it spiking back? Yeah, I do see IRNT spiking back, but not spiking, but slowly getting towards 47.50. That is what you want to see here, Joe, due to the fact that if it jumps up, you're not going to have any support levels. So this thing can happen again. History can repeat itself on something like that. So if it slow creeps to $47.50, you don't have to worry about waking up one morning and the thing is back down to $30. You got support levels. So that being said, let's take a look at CARA, guys. CARA. Now, guys, look at this day chart. I know a lot of people were giving mixed emotions about CARA, but the way the market has been moving up and down with huge volatility, this is what you call a strong and sound stock, guys. Very good foundation on this thing. It's not budging. It's going up slowly, but it's not budging to the market on the downside. Why is that, guys? Due to the fact that the institutions own a huge amount of the shares. So no matter what is going on, guys, they are the true market maker in this position. Okay, because we go back to this order flow distribution, guys. Not the order flow distribution, but the institutional holding. They own a nice chunk. They own a very nice chunk of the pie, guys. Very nice. 32 million shares. Now, with that being said, guys, since we know the institutions are in this play and they're in this thing for the long run, we don't have to worry about them showing a mass sell-off, at least until they hear the Kursova's first revenue report. Now, if that revenue report is bad, expect these hedge funds to jump ship. And they will be able to jump ship with some gains due to the fact that on the way to that rev announcement, guys, CARA is going to be worth over $30. Okay, we're going to hear that production announcement. We're going to hear that first sales. We're going to hear the pre-sales announcement. the EPS on it, and that is going to be some huge catalysts moving forward. And not only that, guys, the Kersova's OTC form, which is an oral form of the injection form, guys, is going to be major far as revenue for this company. And when I say major, guys, huge. Huge, huge, huge. And the big players tend to, yes, they cashed in some gains off the FDA approval, but you got to think of it this way, guys. It takes 12 years for a company to get a product and then get it FDA approved. It takes 12 long years from phase 1 all the way to phase 3 trials, all the way up until standing in front of that FDA board. It takes 12 long years. So with that being said, when a FDA approval does get approved, expect those hedge funds that kept this company above water with their ownership of the shares to lock in some of those gains, guys. They deserve it. So this was expected, but now it's time for us to think like them. These guys don't plan on selling their position whatsoever until it is all said and done, guys. This company does have the OTC version of Kersova ahead of us. We have that production announcement. We have the first revenue report on Kersova. So if everything goes good for Kara as far as the good revenue report, we don't have to worry about this thing being sold off by the institutions because they know how to play the game. They will lock in some gains on the way, but they will not sell their position completely because the type of product that they have that deals with hemodialysis, guys, is very big, and it's going to be money in this thing throughout the rest of the year. Like I was saying, guys, Kara has a product that has no rival competitors, meaning they're the only one that offers this drug, meaning a monopoly in the industry. So with that being said, that is why we see hedge funds, not hedge funds, but these institutions having a huge presence in ownership here. They know it's gold and everything is moving in our way. And we don't see this thing. We do see it starting to pick up back in price. We started to see some more volume kicking in. But if we look here at these key statistics, guys, Kara has been trading short in value. Okay, I'm fine with that because if we're catching 2% gain every single day, I'm fine with the slow creep because, like I said, guys, I don't plan on moving my money until at least next year. This time, I'm treating this like my bank account, guys. Okay. Now, let's get some thumbs up in this place, guys. We got 133 thumbs up. Let's push it to 150, guys. All we need is 17 more people to rock that thumbs up, and that isn't much to ask for, guys. Let's keep going. You want to keep the live stream going, guys? Let's get that thing to 150 because I don't see too much engagement. Starting to lose people attention, guys, and just prove to me that you guys are listening and get them the likes, thumbs up to 150, guys. That's how we're going to do it here. We can get those likes up to 150 by 410. We will keep it rolling, guys. We got it at 140. 10 away. See if we can get 10 thumbs up in 6 minutes, guys, or we will be cutting the live off here so we can start that rundown video. But if I can see 150 thumbs up, guys, I know you guys still want me to be talking. I know you guys got me some more tickers to drop. We got some due diligence to go over together. I see those thumbs up go up, guys. Come on, guys. Let's get those thumbs up. We got 147. We 3 shy. Let's go. If you're 150 thumbs up, guys, come on, guys. That like easy, guys. That like easy. We got 3 people away. All right, we hit it, guys. 152. Shout out to you guys. Let's keep this thing rolling. Bam. Now, let's talk about something. Let's give the people what they want on this one, guys. What you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about AEI, because that was the first thing I seen. Tom beat everybody. Time was quick on his toes, guys. You got to give it to him. Time dropped that AEI pretty fast, guys. I can't lie. That AEI came out instant. Now looking here though, Time. Looking here at this AEI you dropped down on me. I don't know anything about it. So, like I always do, guys, if I don't know anything about a stock, I tell you right now, I don't know anything about this company. So we assess it differently. Okay. Now, formerly HF Enterprise is diversified holding company. The company is engaged in property development, digital transforming technology, biohealth activities, and operations in the United States, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, South Korea. So they do have a huge presence globally. All right, boom. I know what the stock is about. Now, since I don't even know anything about the day chart and how it been trading prior, first thing I got to look at is that balance sheet, bruh. Is that balance sheet, bruh? And the balance sheet looking good. You see that debt to asset is low compared to everything else that's going on here. Debt to asset is looking good. Only 9.64%. I wouldn't be surprised if this was in the top 10 of peer comparison as far as debt to asset goes. But looking here at the total liabilities compared to the total assets is comfortable. Very, very comfortable, guys. Okay, let's take a look here at. Looking here though, debt to asset is looking good. Let's take a look here at the day chart though. Seems as though this thing has gotten beat down. Huge. We filled the gap on the slow rise here. 52-week high been 29.49. Let's see if the corporate actions on this thing. Did it have any splits? No splits. No splits. So, with that being said, we don't see a split here. We do see some few steps down. Personally, this isn't a company I would invest in. This is seeming as more as a trade. It might give you an opportunity to buy at a high, buy at a low and sell at a high. Buy at a low and sell at a high. Now, I want to take a look here at Ater really quickly, guys. Ater is dropping down. We're getting close to that $12.50 level. Now, back to this 1 minute though, guys. We're currently under the VWAP and we're getting lower. We did surpass today's aftermarket low. Okay, guys, since we're seeing Ater draw back during the aftermarket and pre-market, since we're seeing it draw back from the aftermarket hours, guys, it will be a great time to be buying Ater because we know when Ater drawbacks in the aftermarket, about time the bell opens, guys, it has became green again. And anytime Ater does see a drawback in the aftermarket, that thing tends to rock right at opening price. So with that being said, you guys might want to get your feet wet here in ATER right now. Bruh. Let's go look at these markets, man. Let's see what the market's doing on the after hours. I'm surprised nobody ain't dropped none of these stocks my way. Nobody said anything about MRIN for some reason. And that thing is seeing huge movement. Huge movement. Nobody thought to mention this in the live stream, huh? So we're going to talk about it ourselves, fellas. As you can see here, let's check this candle out. 38,000 shares were bought and this thing almost shot up. This was an institutional buy. Because most of them, I'm pretty sure 98% of this order was buying in this very minute. Okay, 98.9% had to be buying, guys, because that's only 30,000 shares. That's only 38,000 shares. This free float is 14.99 million. So yeah, that was an institutional buy, guys. Institutional buy. which cause what? Buying pressure, which has the retail investor running to it. That one buy-in, guys, can cause all this. That is scary, isn't it? Now expect that thing to exit. Once this person feel as though that they made enough gain off this trade, this 38,000 shares is going to find itself in a sell order. So keep your eyes out on that in this stock, guys. My boy, well, puts fishing experience. You know why I didn't see it, Poots? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Poots, because it wasn't on a super chat. The difference between the super chat and actually putting it, just writing it, big difference. Big difference. Let's see the news. Okay, they announced a revenue share agreement with Google. So, 37 minutes ago, share agreement with revenue. Okay, so that's cool. We know Google does bring in heavy revenue. Shout out to Google. Shout out to Google, man. Just chilling. I keep seeing this guy say, "Old brother, old brother, old brother, old brother, old brother, old brother." What's up? What's on your mind? Just chilling. Let me know. CTRM, bro. You know what? Hardcore writer. Tell me what's on your mind. Just chilling. Which you thought I wasn't gonna read that comment, huh? You guys are nuts. Okay, we looking at this CTRM. You guys, like I told you, dry bulk is about to come back. Period, point blank. Period. Dry bulk is going to come back. Now, a lot of people would have saw this, like, oh, it's over with. Guys, don't trade off emotions. As you can see here, we just at $1.86. Even if we came down to $2 even, wouldn't be panicking. We need to challenge. We need to build some support. We do got support levels, though. Let's see. We got some good support here at, let's check this low. We got some good support here at $2.29. Okay, we didn't shoot straight up to the moon, guys. And like I said, CTRM is a company that has been in a downtrend during the time of expanding their fleet. Not too many companies did that. In fact, CTRM was the only one to achieve 19 vessels during 2021. Okay, so take that into consideration. In case you guys did not know, CTRM has the cheapest charter prices in the industry. Alright, let's see how many thumbs up you guys. See if you guys getting lazy on me with them thumbs up. I see 161 though, so I can't even complain. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, though. This thing in a good place, man. Dry bulk industry is coming back. Global economy is opening up completely. Only thing that's holding us back. And don't forget, guys, y'all need any options information. WSB Options got you. Alright, you can find them in the Discord. Purple. Matter of fact, Black Nicholson introduced my boy. Introduced Wallstreetbet Options today. Any play that I speak about, guys, if you need to know the best options, puts, or calls on the play, Wallstreetbet Options will assist you. Q3 and Q4 will kill it in CTRM. Yeah, we already know, bro. I already know. That's why I was telling people. One thing about consumer products tend to bounce back in November, as far as industry goes, and a lot of these consumer products needs, I wouldn't even say dry bulk shipping, but the whole maritime shipping industry comes into play in that. So when that comes into play, even though that CTRM is dry bulk, the whole industry is affected. Okay, the whole industry as a whole is affected. Hey, Alex Prince, what's up? What you talking about, Alex? Honestly, guys, when I'm actually doing a video, I have to look at my phone to see the live stream, guys. The live stream isn't coming on my screen whatsoever. If I'm going to look at the live stream on my screen, guys, you will see a page like this. Okay? This is the only time I can look at the live stream. Is this screen, guys. So if this screen isn't up 9 times out of 10, I do not know what you're saying. I have to look at my phone. So a lot of you guys' questions or tickers, I don't notice right away. So Alex, what's up? Alex Prince has something to say. Alex says, bro, you never answer me. Alex, what's up, bro? My boy Hardcore Raider, let's Hardcore Raider. Direct that to Wallstreetbet options. Let me make this guy a moderator. As moderator. Okay. You guys got any options questions, you can at Wallstreetbet options. That's how my 3-year-old sounds. Funny. Answer, laugh out loud. Answer me, just playing. Ha 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 ha. Dude, y'all on my boy Alex Prince Hills, huh? HLBZ. Alex, I got you. Whoop. We'll get to you in a second, Alex. Jay just stepped on your toes with that super chat. Jay just said NNVC. Shout out to you, Jay. Super chat really does help out. I didn't forget about you, Alex. I did not forget about you, Alex. I repeat, I did not forget about you, Alex. All right, my boy Jay Noel Sr. wants to talk about NNVC. Again, I didn't forget about you, Alex. I didn't forget about you. NNVC. NNVC did see some buying pressure on today's trading at a extreme amount, 63.32% on the close, 4%. But let's see where it all kicked off. Let's see where it all kicked off, guys. It really started playing out. This started kicking off the day before in the aftermarket, okay? This thing kicked up in the aftermarket. Now, right at the bell, this thing started trading upward very, very fast. Okay, today's high being $7.86. We see these exit candles, which you can see from afar, institutional pullouts. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. And here's one. Here's one. So, NNVC closed under the VWAP. We see some huge buying pressure on the stock. We see a huge, huge candle. Now, anytime you see a candle feel like this, gives an indicator that 22,000 out of 22,000, I'm pretty sure 21,000 was all buy orders. Okay. Looking here at the price action, though. Let's take a look here at the analysis for NNVC. We do see this thing has broken out the resistance. Now, this is a key thing that I try to tell you guys on this Webull indicator. This is the reason why I tell you guys to get out there and get Webull, because they show us something. Anytime that this support It's climbing up and the resistance is getting lower and it's getting smaller and smaller, guys, like that. That gives us a key indicator that the stock is getting ready to make or break, guys. Either it's going to break the support or it's going to break the resistance. In this case, guys, it busted through the resistance. You see 100% buy rating here. We're looking here at the order flow distribution on Tuesday's trading. What's today? Tuesday's trading. And about that, guys, my mentor always told me, if you know what today is, you're not busy enough. And when he asked me what today was, I told him the actual day. I'm like, it's Wednesday. He was like, nope, wrong answer. I pulled out my phone. I'm like, what is you talking about? It is Wednesday. He said, nope, wrong answer. If you can tell me what today is, you're not busy enough. And lately, guys, I don't even know what month it is. So huge on time here. Been using it in a productive way. Trying to get these videos out, guys. But looking here, though, we see that order flow distribution. Let's check it out again. Order flow distribution. We see that large scale being phenomenal on the outflow, as well as the small is surpassing it. Now, all three levels did outperform the inflow. I'm not concerned about that too much because we did see. And the reason why, guys, sometimes you would think this is selling pressure on the stock, but you have to take into consideration. Let's pull this out. During the pre and after market hours, the order flow distribution doesn't count any of this. Okay. So we were already seeing huge amounts of buying pressure, heavy amounts of buying pressure. These orders were heavy during the aftermarket hours. So when the bell opens up, even though that it is more money came out during the trading day, so much money went in during the pre-market, we still finished green. Okay, so anytime you see that order flow distribution is showing some selling pressure and the inflow is showing selling pressure as well, guys, and the stock finished green, that explains it all. But this stock looking like it is going to cool down tomorrow. We're going to see a drawback. It can find itself in a swing cycle depending how it reacts tomorrow. Now, if this thing drops all the way back down to levels to $4, then no, it will not be in a swing cycle. But if this stock drops to like levels around $5 and shoot back up to like $7, then yes, this stock is in a swing cycle. And each and every day you will have an opportunity to buy at a low and sell at a high. You will see a lot of retail investors flocking to the play. Now, guys, let's take a look at Ocgn really quickly. Now, Ocgn was the major buy alert. And please, guys, do not send any more super chats after this ticker. We're going to be cutting it short. Well, not short, guys, the usual time. We're going to be cutting the time here on this one. So after we talk about Ocgn, no, you know what, guys? I think I forgot about somebody. I almost lied to Alex. Alex, I almost lied to you, bruh. How you going to let me get up out of here like that, Alex? That's crazy, Alex. You was about to hate me forever. You was about to come in here and bash every video if I would have forgot about this. You was going to be on it. I already know. I know. What are the two best plays for tomorrow? Well, Jeremy, don't miss the rundown video. I put it out there in the rundown video. All right, check me out. Yeah, I almost forgot though, Alex. Like for real. You heard me. I'm talking about Ocgn. This is the last one. Last call. Huh? No, we ain't on that, man. But yeah, though, HLBZ is about to drop like a falling rock. More so, like a falling envelope. This thing doesn't have no support whatsoever. This thing don't have any support, bro. All right. It's strange that this thing can see levels back down to $14 pretty quickly. Very quickly. We see a high estimated borrow fee, but nothing to actually brag about. 83%. When GME was around 83%, it did shoot up almost to, what was it? I forgot the numbers, guys. But that was the day GME saw the biggest price hike in one day ever. Was when that estimated borrow fee got up to 83%. But it was the first time that it happened like that. Hedge funds know how to handle that now. So don't expect 83% to get this thing to the short squeeze. But looking as though that this stock did shoot from $7.79 on the recent, but the very, very low being $6, hitting all the way to $41.81, guys. I do believe this stock is going to reverse. I believe it's going to fall towards levels around $15 to $14 due to the fact that it has no support. Didn't build any support levels on the way up. Looking here at the value, though, of course, it was very, very high. The day finished at 96% gain. Turnover rate was quite low for that type of gain, if you ask me. So Claypool are still holding those shares. But looking here at the inflow, we do see that the buying pressure was on the large scale as well as the small scale, as well as the medium. All three scales outperformed the end outflow. Obvious 96% gain. But looking here at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, anytime you do not have that much movement in the large scale orders, like some of these tickers we spoke about today, guys, didn't have any large scale movement whatsoever in the last 5 days. And to see that this had very little, as you can see here, that 2.17 here on today's trading, that really does have a lot of effect in the stock when there's little to no movement whatsoever in the large scale orders in the last 5 days. So with that being said, I do believe today was the day to cash in the gains. If you're holding on to this thing to hope that tomorrow is going to see a better day, guys, you are wrong. In fact, you still have a opportunity to get out. I would lock in 100% gains on this play. I wouldn't play with it. This isn't an investment. This is a trade, and it is the opportunity is in front of you right now to get some of that money. This is also why Robinhood banned it trading on CTRM late January, along with GME and AMC. I remember that. A few other stocks, guys. Now, a lot of people don't know the reason why we were buying let me tell you the reason why, guys. Okay, I started here in this Wallstreetbets group years ago, the Reddit page. I was once a mod. We had less than 400,000 members when I came aboard. Now, fast forward to 2020, we were buying Nio at $3.19. Was the first time somebody mentioned Nio at the Wallstreetbets Reddit group. Now, once people started getting on Nio, guys, we were making so much money on Nio as a whole group. Some guy decided to buy some GME. He thought it was a good idea. Now, a few of the guys started buying GME. I did too. But we were losing. Now, get this. We were able to laugh it off because we were making so much money every single day on Nio shares, guys. People were making Nio options and all that. We made so much money, we were able to laugh off the GameStop losses at the time. And then things started to get serious for us. GameStop actually started moving up quite fast, guys. We were buying GME back in June. Okay, we were buying it back in June, laughing at the losses, and things started to turn around once the media took over. Okay, once the media got involved, guys, the Reddit group went from 2 million all the way to 10 million in a matter of months. The news started to take over and pump an agenda, and then the Reddit group just straight went for GME. The only thing you could speak about in that Reddit group was GameStop, guys, which a lot of new people took it the wrong way. They felt as though the only stock to hold was GME and no other plays. And that is what really died down a lot of the buying due to the fact that we were making so much money on Nio, guys. We were able to buy thousands of GME shares at a time. Two $10,000 shares of GME and laugh off a 20% drop. Okay, and laugh off a 20% loss, even though we didn't sell it, guys. We had the capital to do it because we were making money in other places. So with that being said, guys, a lot of these people need to realize that it is other stocks to buy In fact, in order to achieve a short squeeze, you have to have the capital. And the only way to have that capital, guys, is that you have to make it in other places in the stock market. Just holding AMC, guys, I would have been homeless a long time ago due to the fact that I'm a full-time trader and I have to make ends meet. So with that being said, sitting here isn't the play for me. So with that being said, guys, I want you guys to have a very good day. And don't forget to meet me at that rundown video that is coming up here very shortly, guys. So with that being said, let's get ready to make some money.